Hi everybody, it's Nick at Atlantic Laser Scanning. Today's video is going to be about how to take interior scan data from a FARO Focus scanner and register that with the auto register function in FARO Scene. So we're going to take a project that was scanned in an interior of a building, no targets were used, no sphere targets, no checkerboard targets, and we're going to show how using the auto register function in FARO Scene and how easy that's going to be to bring all the scans together into a final project. Once that's done, we're going to show how you can export that data using the recap function in FARO Scene, and you end up with a RCP RCS file format that you can use in AutoCAD, Revit, or any number of modeling softwares. So that being said, let's get right to it. Okay, we've got a project that has been imported into FARO Scene. Interior no target registration. Again, you can see by my highlighting here that you can change the name of the project at any point when you're doing this. A lot of times you end up in the field and uh, don't give the project a name, and it comes in as default project. Just simply go up here and change that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the registration portion. Processing is something, if we were using targets, that we would go into first. You would process finding all the targets, identifying them, and go through the registration process. But because we're doing an auto registration, no targets, we're just going to do an auto registration, and we're just going to do a quick run through of how that's going to work. So we'll click on Start an Automatic Registration. What we can do is it's a top view and cloud to cloud. If you see the options, I'll explain these real quick. Um, this is your default. And what that's going to do is it's going to initially look at your project, look at each one of those scans as though they're puzzle pieces from above. It's going to rotate the scans and look for common shapes, which might be equipment, the walls of the building, in this case, or maybe it's furniture. And once it sees the commonality of the shapes, between scans 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. It's going to turn those scans until they kind of click together like you're putting together a puzzle. Once all the scans do come together, second, it's going to go through and do a cloud to cloud registration, which simply means it's going to have um, look for common XYZ points in space. So an XYZ point meaning all those laser points that made contact with the walls or the equipment. That spot is an XYZ point in space. And by putting two scans that share some of those same uh, points over the top of each other, the software goes in, looks for scans 1 and 2, common spots that those laser points made contact. And then when it does that, it sort of tightens that registration up. So we'll stick with the default here, top view cloud to cloud, and we'll go to the top right and do register and verify. Now, there's other things that you see on here that, adjustments, subsampling. Quite honestly, sticking with the way it comes in default wise should be fine. As you can see, it's going to run through this registration process really quick, and we will uh, see how close we are in our registration. As we can see, it is done registering. Let's go ahead and hit yes here and see if we did a good job with our registration here. So no, I don't see any scans that are out here in space by themselves. And based on where the location is of all these scans, it looks as though we've got a good solid registration. So we come over to the left, we'll say yes and finish. And we don't need to go through alignment right now. We've got green here on our bar. So let's go in here to our basic explore function. And we can go to the scans on the left here under the interior no target registration. And we'll right click to view. We want to see a correspondence view with that. We're going to load those scans. Again, there is what we're looking for. Drop a center point here. We can even look from the left side or the right side. That is exactly what we're looking for. Just that easy. Now we can also look at this, the corresponding view, as you can see, this is going to give each one of these scans a different color. So let's say that we had a bad registration. Well, it'd be easy to see one of these scans off here in space by itself. Another thing we can check here by looking at the colors is what our overlap is. It's a little harder on an interior scan, but we seem to have good overlap. So let's go ahead and set that at the top again. Now we're going to go to the top left-hand corner here. We're going to save those changes. Now you can actually put a comment in here like initial registration, and we'll just let that save. Takes just a couple seconds. We're in export. We're going to go to export scans. Now you can export the project, but we're going to go to export scans to get our AutoCAD recap process going. Scans ordered. We're going to do with color and gray. Full scans. We'll drop down here. And hit export. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look in our files. And here we go. We've got the RCC, RCS. All of our files are right in here for export to bring that project into an AutoCAD, Autodesk recap, sort of a modeling program. I hope this helps you guys. And let us know if there is anything that you'd like us to see us tackle on our training videos. And good luck with your next project.